All right, what's up, y'all? It's a new morning, Saturday morning, around 8 o'clock. Um, just got these from the machine shop. Took them out of the plastic. They look pretty good. Don't mind all of this. This is a just a little bit of oxidation from running the E85, and I was running rich for a little while. I could clean that up, but I don't really care to. Uh, I had them resurfaced, cut off about 3 thousandths to get them perfectly straight and flat on the surface. And I had the springs checked, and I changed them out for the upgraded cam. They've been hot tank, pressure check, and everything looks good. No leaking valves on both heads. All right, over to this. This time we got ARP head studs. All right, got the lube, got the washers, got the nuts, and we got the studs. All right, there you go. So that way we shouldn't have the same issue we had the first time. Got plans on installing some exhaust manifold studs. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do like the front and the rear because they can be a little difficult to get to, and it helps with installing the manifold. Got some high temp thread sealant, some dowels that I'm going to replace, and of course can't do that without the head gasket here. So we got the head gasket from Michigan Motorsports here. Yep, good to go. MLS, multi-layered steel. And I got got about 2 gallons of coolant here to replace the coolant that pretty much lost. So it should be good to go on that. That's the good stuff, man. It's supposed to help keep your temps down up to about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So I was using it before. It worked pretty good. I didn't have no issues with it. So we'll keep on using it, man. All right, so this isn't a how-to video, but one thing I do advise is make sure you guys verify, make sure your threads are nice and cleaned out and ready to accept the new studs. I've already went through and did all of these when I built the motor, but I'm just going back through and chasing them right now. Helps you put a little bit of WD on the threads a little bit, help it clean it out a little bit, blow it out with some compressed air, and that helps as well. Get all that nasty gunk and debris out of there. Obviously got to make sure that the surface is all the way clean. These are supposed to be threaded in hand tight, not torqued in or anything like that, just hand tight, because the clamping force comes from the actual nut tightening down onto the stud. It doesn't come from the stretching of the bolt itself, because this isn't a bolt, this is a stud. That's the difference. So if you don't know the difference, there's a difference. The clamping force from a bolt comes from the bolt inserting itself into the block, stretching and creating that clamping pressure. And the studs are essentially, they're more effective because the clamping force comes from pulling up on the stud itself versus pulling the block itself up. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. I'm sure most of you guys already know this. And obviously when I go to torque this thing down, I'm going to torque it in a certain sequence, OEM, but I'm going to torque it to spec to ARP's recommendation. So always follow the directions in your ARP instructions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward process. If you guys don't know what to do, there's plenty of YouTube videos on it. And yeah, go check those out. But this ain't that. I'm just showing you guys my mess up and me trying to fix it. So I went ahead and knocked this side out, because I didn't want you guys to hear me crying. Like, this side right here is no joke. It's tight. So if you're wondering, I had to put this manifold in first, this exhaust manifold in first, um, with while putting the installing the head, because there's no way I'd be able to get that exhaust manifold in after the head is installed. It's pretty tight over here. I don't know why these cars are like that, but they're just really tight on the passenger side. Whole time, driver's side is wide open. So yeah, best of luck to anybody trying to route an exhaust or anything through there. I'm sure it's been done before, but yeah, I ain't got time for that. So all tears and blood. Yeah, I got a boo boo. All the tears and blood has been shed on the passenger side. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to the driver's side and knock this side out. And yeah, keep it pushing, man. The goal today, because I ain't about to be out here all day. Yeah, the goal is to go ahead and get the intake installed, or at least sitting on top of the motor ready to go. That is the goal. All right, no more talking. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Oh man. So intake is back on. All right. Not without some hard work and some customizing. We're gonna do a quick little recap. So got the rocker arms on, right? Everything's torqued, lashed. I'm about to go ahead and clean these off real good and mark them. I like to put a line on the center at 12 o'clock position to make sure that if any of them back off, I'll be able to know right away. Let me turn this music down real quick. All right, so I went ahead and did all those upgrades. I changed the springs out, changed the head gasket, intake is back on, all that good stuff. Like I said, I wasn't racing, not planning on racing, so I wasn't planning on changing no cam or nothing like that. But yeah, I changed the cam anyway. So there's a new cam in this car. I'll load up the specs in the description below, so that way you guys can check it out. It's a Summit Stage 2 turbo cam, which really good specs. I think it'll make some really good gains for this car. So yeah, with that being said, anytime you buy a cam, you need to make sure you buy the springs with it too. Reason being is I sent my heads off to the machine shop to get some work done to them. I brought them the springs that I thought would work for the application. It's not on them, it's really on me. They checked the springs. I told them I was running 600 lift cam. They installed the springs. I'm thinking everything's cool. I did a little bit of digging and research, found out that these springs will not work for my application. So I had to change the springs myself. Not a big deal when the heads aren't installed on the car. Lo and behold, the heads were fully installed, torqued down, the whole nine, and I had to change the springs out. So it took me a matter of 3 hours to get it done. It's a lot of work, man. But it's one of those things that you can't play around with, man. You need to make sure that your springs match your cam profile, okay? Especially at those higher RPMs, you run the chance of having some damage or floating a valve. All kinds of crazy stuff can happen from not having the proper springs for your setup. So let's take a look. These are, let me see if I can brighten it up some. There we go. So these are the new springs here. Everything's been torqued down, you know, rockers torqued down. Very, very tight over there, man. When I tell you it's a nightmare trying to get back there on this side, oh my gosh. I'm talking about enough, man, it made me almost want to sell the car. I'm not going to sell the car, but I'm just saying, man, that's how much work was involved. So Right now, we're about to go ahead and get the turbo set up, installed, and then we'll do the radiator and stuff last. And yeah, lift the car up one more time, get the exhaust done, put some oil in this thing, and let's wrap it up. All right, guys, let's keep it pushing. Funny story. As I'm telling you guys, make sure you box up everything, put everything in baggies and all in one place to make sure you don't lose anything. Well, guess what? Guess who lost something, man? Me. A freaking clamp. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, there's a clamp that goes to the radiator. I lost that. Go figure, right? So here I am, wasting more time. I'm sure some of you guys have been here before, looking around for a stupid clamp. Now, I do have another one, but I don't like mixing and matching clamps if I don't have to. I like to use the exact same one that I used because they all look a certain way. Yeah, they all look like that for the most part. So, yeah, I need to find this clamp. But, quick recap, as you can see, turbo is installed, radiator is almost installed. After this is done, I'll do a pressure test, make sure everything is sealed up nice and tight, and put some oil in this thing, spark plugs, and yeah, we're going to fire this thing off, man, see what it sounds like. Yep, so still didn't find that stupid clamp, but it's all good, man. I think I'm going to just go ahead and order some, and we'll keep it moving like that. Man, if I don't tell you anything else, man, on these B bodies, bro, this area right here is a beast. Every time those heater hoses, I'm telling you, if you're gonna swap your B body 96 Impala, make sure you do something with these heater hoses, man. Like, something got to be changed with these heater hoses, man. I can't keep fighting with this. Every time I go to do these valve covers, I got to fight with the heater hoses. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's getting old. Let me see if I can try and get this thing, man. Of course. Dang. I swear, man, you can't make this stuff up. Mind you, I still need to put the charge pipe on, but we'll do that a little bit later towards the end. all of this stuff is just wrap up stuff anyway. We're just wrapping up. It's all got to get done though, right? Spark plugs. So I went ahead and cleaned these spark plugs off and re-gapped them. If you're curious about what spark plugs I run the BR7EF spark plug. It's supposed to be really good for boost setups. Take a look at the tip. It's actually a relatively cold plug. Doesn't protrude out or anything like that. The porcelain area, at least, doesn't protrude out very far. So it's supposed to help, get us away from detonation and things like that with these higher cylinder temps. Keeps the heat from absorbing into the spark plug so quick from the actual cylinder head itself. And from the actual combustion temps as well. And I got trying to focus and do this thing at the same time, man. This one back here, man, it's always the ones in the back, man. You know it. If you know, you know. It's a beast every time. Just gotta switch up the angle sometimes. All right, he in there. Just tighten him down and he good. Now you know the other side about to be a beast, man. This is the easy side. But man, if you knew, if you only knew that other side is a beast, man. It's tight over there. I don't know why it's designed that way. It just is. So yeah, if you're installing spark plugs, always do it by hand first, if you can. If you go in there and you try to use some type of socket tool or some type of automatic impact or whatever, man, you're setting yourself up to be in a real world of hurt. Because these things can get cross-threaded, man. And when you do cross-thread them, sometimes you can't get them back. Sometimes you gotta take the head back off. Not a good deal. What's happening, guys and gals? It is now a new day, new morning. All right, so came out here, pretty much got everything buttoned up. As you can see, we got the pressure tester here. We're gonna sit here. We've been waiting for it's been about 5 minutes so far, and we've had to fix a few leaks. The first leak was right down here on the thermostat housing. It was bubbling up quite a bit. basically leaking some good air. It would not hold the seal there, so I had to use some. You ain't got one of these little squirt bottles, man, put you some soapy water in there, spray it on there, help you find out where the leak is. And this pressure tester tool, man, it helps out a lot too. So I've been letting it sit for a little while. Everything's holding pretty good. We're going to go ahead and service it here in a minute. Went ahead and serviced the oil. Check the oil one more time just to be sure on the safe side. Yep, it's good to go on oil. So it's nice and full. And other than that, man, we ready to rock and roll. Fire this thing up. See what happens. Let me get this light up out here. But yeah. So first things first, immediately after we get the engine up and running, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check for leaks, man. It's number one, safety. You know what I'm saying? Checking for fuel leaks, number one. Number two, oil leaks. Got to make sure the oil pressure is good because we did break into the motor. Once we check all that and that's good, we'll go ahead and let things get up to temp, let them level out, and we'll figure out where to go from there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, hoping that once everything is serviced up, we'll be able to get this thing back on the ground and possibly do a test drive. But yeah, more to follow on that piece. Other than that, oh yeah, by the way, I did test and check the thermostat. The thermostat is good to go. There's no issues with it. It fully opens at the proper temps. So it was never the thermostat, guys. It was always the head gasket. So hopefully everything's good now. Like I said, we're pressure testing it now, and it's holding pressure good. So we might be looking all right. All right, guys. All right, so real quick, everything checked out good with the pressure test. We're getting ready to go ahead and service the coolant system. Don't mind this bottle here. I'm going to go ahead and explain everything here in a second. If you guys don't have one of these tools, I'm going to tell you, man, it comes with the pressure tester and everything, all adapters and fittings needed. It's one of the best investments you can do, especially if you're into this kind of stuff and you constantly find yourself servicing the coolant system. Well, there are certain systems that don't have the radiator cap on the actual radiator itself. So some might find it a little bit more difficult to service these types of engines. Not a big deal. You just buy one of these. For the ones that do have the radiator cap on it, great. Kudos to you guys. I love those setups too. But some of us aren't as fortunate. Mind you, I could have went ahead and swapped over earlier, but I decided to keep the coolant overflow tank and everything else. Try to keep everything looking somewhat factory, I guess you could say. But anyways, back over to this thing. So what this does is it basically sucks out all the air in the system, or at least the majority of it, right? It's going to create a vacuum. It uses pressured air from the way back there in the back, the air compressor. And it's going to suction all that air out. We'll close this valve and we'll open this one, and this will allow the coolant that I have here in this pan. Yes, it's purple. That purple drink is going to go up through this doggone tube into the system and replace the air that was sucked out. It's like a volume kind of thing. Mind you, I still got some 2 extra bottles down there. This is just kind of like a backup just to catch any residual or anything that might spray out. This is where the excess air comes out of. So let's go ahead and get it popping. So as you can see, it's putting all that excess in here, sucking this out. I'm gonna go ahead and change the pressure on the air compressor. There we go. Turn that up. Now right now it's creating a vacuum, starting to suck all that out. See the dial going up? Sucking all that air out. See, it's starting to get flat. And when it does get flat and it reaches this point where it sucked all the air out, we'll go ahead and swap the valves over. And it pretty much stopped, almost at 15. At this point, as you can see, the hoses are pretty flat. So we're gonna go ahead and stop this, and we're gonna open up the valve to let some of this coolant in. And in goes the fluid. There it is. Purple drink is going in. Pretty easy, pretty simple process, pretty straightforward, right? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. And yeah, next thing we should be doing is firing this bad boy. All right, we got everything serviced up. And we're gonna go ahead and put the key in. Let everything power up. I already done check for leaks and everything like that with the fuel system. Our battery voltage is a little low. I mean, that's to be expected. It's been sitting for a little while. Fuel pressure looks good. Map sensors reading, oil pressure sensors reading, fans are off, coolant temp sensors reading at 82, IAC is at 68, AFR is initializing. All right, let's go ahead and download from ECU. Figure out what we got. All right, everything went through. I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up our, we'll just pull up our regular VE table here just to get things started. I got everything I need to see over here on the side. All right, let's open this garage. Let's fire it up. Oh, wow. The battery is drained. You can't make this stuff up, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and charge the battery, and then yeah. All right, y'all, we up and running. Up and running. Got a little bit of smoke going on. That's all right. It's gonna do that. Get some of that oil and stuff up off of it. Get some data going on. I got the laptop hooked up. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of data logging, make sure everything working right, fuel pressures, all that good stuff. Right now we set at about 7 pounds of boost. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. I suspect everything's gonna go well. We'll take a couple trips around the block and make it back home safe. It's gonna be a good run. All right, so it's the first test drive. Let's see what we got here. Get out here and make a couple hits. So we're gonna look at all of this again eventually. I really just want to get some tempo on the motor, man. I ain't really trying to hit it too hard. Just want to make sure we're not overheating still. Make sure we fix the problem. A couple heat cycles. Nothing crazy, you know. Sounds real good after she's warmed up. Yeah, man, she sounds good, bro. with you, man, I could kind of feel the back end want to get loose on me a little bit, so I'm kind of can't lay into it too much, you know. So we're just gonna make do with what we got until we get some wider, better tires on this thing, because this thing is pretty easy to spin out, man. You can spin this thing out pretty good, pretty easy. It's not too hard to spin the tires on this thing, man. It's got some torque, it's got some power, for sure. Here, line temps, flex fuels sitting at 53%, so we sitting at about 53% of E, give or take a percentage or two. For the most part, man, we sitting pretty good.